These paintings are a series that I call the Three Waves. As most people will recognize, it's based on the famous Hokusai drawing called The Great Wave, which depicts a tsunami that's about to overcome a fishing boat. And I've used the wave motif in the first one. It's pretty much like the Hokusai original, obviously, though it has my strange color palette. But it originally came about because I came back from a group show in Japan. And I've never even been an ardent fan of Hokusai, but obviously something about the trip to Japan, affected me. And for some reason I was compelled to do 3 homages to one of their great illustrators when I got back. And the first one is very sort of traditional. There's even a tree in it, which is, pretty much a direct translation of one of the original woodcuts that you'll see. Then as the series goes on, I'm experimenting with colors and forms, and it gets a bit more modern because I experiment in the computer first before I actually get the ideas down onto canvas. So I've already tested out my color schemes by the time I get to painting it, and I'm playing with the sort of shape of the wave as well by the time the second one comes around. So it's looking slightly more grasping. There's as most people will recognize, the wave itself looks like a claw, and I suppose the original drawing meant that it's a kind of dangerous force of nature that you have to be very careful of. In the final one, the colors are really quite a lot more aggressive. It's probably the most striking one. People seem to gravitate more to the final piece. The wave itself is more contorted, which I designed in the computer first by warping the image. And it's an interesting mixture of colors, actually. The blues and the oranges are complementary, so they really bounce off each other, and it can be quite jarring on the eyeballs if you stare at it too much. Also, it has a kind of animated feel, sort of like manga animation, so that you have the soft background giving it a lot of depth. And if you stand at a certain point in a room looking at this picture, it really does have a 3-dimensional feel. You're sort of seeing the depth between the wave and the sea in the background and the sky.